A man convicted in a federal drug trafficking takedown in Baltimore is on the run. Here's Alexa Ashwell with Maryland's Most Wanted.
Investigators say Raynard Saunders has a criminal history that spans nearly 15 years. Now he's wanted for a federal probation violation, and the US Marshals Service is hoping you can help track him down.
April 2025, a federal judge signs off on a warrant for the arrest of 33-year-old Raynard Saunders, a convicted felon who is now unaccounted for.
The US Marshals Service has joined the search for Raynard Saunders.
The US Marshals Service taking us back to the takedown of a drug trafficking operation investigators say was happening in Baltimore for years.
Saunders is involved in a drug trafficking conspiracy.
According to federal court documents, beginning in 2017, Saunders and his co-defendants were selling crack cocaine and marijuana from an open-air drug shop located in the city's public housing community, Latrobe Homes. Saunders, investigators said, operating as a street-level seller, also known as a hitter.
And what that means is he operated an open-air drug market and supplied buyers directly.
In federal court documents, investigators detailing Saunders sold marijuana to an undercover informant back in 2018. Investigators also using the seizure of drugs, paraphernalia, recorded jail calls, and witness testimony to build a case, according to court documents. In January 2019, federal investigators passed down this federal indictment, charging Saunders and 8 other co-defendants in connection to the case. 2 years later, Saunders accepted a plea deal, pleading guilty to possession with intent to distribute controlled substances, aiding and abetting. He was sentenced to 2 years in prison, followed by 3 years probation. But in April 2023, investigators say Saunders failed to adhere to the terms of his release.
The probation office submitted a petition for a violation of supervised release.
A warrant was issued for his arrest.
So Saunders has an extensive criminal history.
Saunders' criminal history dating back nearly 15 years, with previous convictions for misdemeanor drug possession, felony drug distribution, and 2 gun possession-related violations. One in 2018 that resulted in a 5-year prison sentence without the possibility of parole. That same year, Saunders, part of a federal probe into a drug trafficking operation, believed to be pumping deadly drugs into the streets of Baltimore. The 33-year-old now wanted once again.
The Department of Justice has made extraordinary efforts over the last 3 decades to combat the peddling of dangerous drugs in our community. Crack cocaine in particular is extraordinarily dangerous. And so anytime you have an involvement of an individual who has this sort of history, there's always the concern of potentially reoffending. And so we want to make sure that we locate this particular individual and help take them into custody.
Investigators warn Saunders is known to have violent tendencies, so take a good look. He stands at about 5'10" and weighs approximately 200 pounds. If you have any information regarding his whereabouts, you're asked to contact the U.S. Marshals Service. The number right here, 202-819-5058. Remember, you can always remain anonymous, and you could earn a reward. I'm Alexa Ashwell, and this is Maryland's Most Wanted.